All right, let's talk about something big that just dropped for anyone building for the Apple ecosystem. I'm talking about Xcode 26.3. Apple is basically plugging an AI right into the coding workflow, and honestly, this could completely change how we all build apps. So let's just dive right in. But first, let me ask you something, and I bet this is on every developer's mind right now. Does it feel like building really great, polished apps is actually getting harder, not easier? I mean, think about it. You've got more devices to support, new frameworks popping up all the time, and users expect everything to be perfect. It's it's a lot to juggle.
And yeah, that feeling, that right there is the modern coding challenge in a nutshell. The whole landscape has just changed so fast, and the pressure on us developers has grown right alongside it.
I mean, look at this. This really breaks it down, right? You're trying to support everything from iOS and macOS to now Vision OS. At the same time, users expect everything to be lightning fast and flawless. And while all that's going on, you're stuck hunting down bugs and writing the same boilerplate code over and over again. It's it's a really tough balancing act. So, with a challenge like that, what's the solution? How do we move forward? Well, Apple's answer is pretty bold. They're basically giving every developer a powerful new partner, and it's built right into the tools you're already using every single day. And that answer is Xcode 26.3. Look, this is not just another update with a few bug fixes. No way. This is a complete rethinking of what it means to be a developer, and it puts smart AI-powered assistants right at the heart of everything. Really, the best way to wrap your head around this is to think of it as your own personal AI co-pilot. Seriously, imagine a pair programmer sitting next to you who knows your project inside and out, who can guess what you're going to do next, and who spots mistakes before you even make them. That's the whole idea here, to make development less about the tedious stuff and way more about the fun part, the actual creation. Okay, so how does this AI co-pilot actually do its thing? Let's break down the three biggest features that are going to make your coding so much smarter and, yeah, a lot faster. First up, we've got AI code completion. And listen, we all know the old autocomplete, right? It helps you finish a function name. This is on a whole other level. It actually looks at the context of your project, your coding style, the logic you're using, and suggests entire blocks of code. It's not just trying to finish your line, it's trying to finish your entire thought. And here's how it works. It's so smooth. The AI figures out what you're trying to build, gives you a super smart, context-aware suggestion, and boom, you hit one key and it's in. Just imagine how much time that's going to save when you're writing out network requests or data models or those complex Swift UI views. Okay, next up is something that is a total game changer: predictive debugging. So, instead of the usual routine where you wait for your app to crash to find a bug, the AI spots potential problems as you type. It'll flag things like potential nil values or tricky race conditions right there in the editor. This comparison just says it all, doesn't it? On the left, you've got the old, frustrating way we've all lived through. You write some code, you run the app, it crashes, and then you spend forever hunting for the bug. But on the right, that's the new way. You write code, you get instant feedback from the AI, you fix the potential bug, and then you can run your app with confidence. This isn't just about saving time, it's about saving so much mental energy. And the third big one is AI-powered refactoring. Now, this is all about making the code you've already written even better. The AI can look at a chunk of your code and suggest ways to make it faster, cleaner, or just more in line with today's best practices. It is literally like having a senior developer looking over your shoulder, giving you tips in real time. Okay, so these features sound incredible, right? But what does this all actually mean for you, day to day, as a developer? Let's talk about the real impact here. When you boil it all down, this is what it means for you. You're going to spend way less time on all that boring, repetitive boilerplate stuff. That's going to radically speed up your whole development cycle. You'll catch those annoying bugs before they happen, saving you from those late-night debugging headaches. And maybe the best part? It frees up your mental energy to focus on the fun stuff, the creative problem solving, and building awesome new features. And this chart really paints a picture of that shift. On the left, you see how much of our time can get eaten up by those mundane tasks. But with an AI copilot, the balance just shifts dramatically. All of a sudden, you're spending most of your time on the creative, high-impact work you see on the right. It's really a move from being a code mechanic to being a software architect. When you take a step back and look at the big picture, this isn't just about another software update. This signals a really fundamental change in how we create software. We're really entering a whole new era of creation. And I think this quote just captures the philosophy perfectly. The whole goal isn't to replace developers, it's to empower our creativity. The AI is there to handle the boring, predictable parts of coding so that we can be more creative, more ambitious. And if you put this into a historical context, you can really see what a giant leap this is. I mean, we went from typing everything manually and a basic text editor to getting some help from IDEs with autocomplete. But this, moving to a true AI copilot, this is as big of a deal as that jump from Notepad to a modern IDE was all those years ago. It's a totally new way of working.
So let's just end with this thought. When you have tools this powerful that can handle all the grunt work for you, the barriers between having a great idea and turning it into a real app, well, they've never been lower. So the only real question left is, what amazing thing are you going to build?